Vandeham Shri Guru Varam Shri Rupanuga Pravaram Rajarasarasiyam Cha Narayanam Tam Pradannam Shri Guru Charanam Vande Ramana Prasthaya Bhutale Rupanuga Bhaktidam Cha Kripamurti Narayanam Seva Kunje Braje Ramye Govardhana Giro Sada Radha Kunde Rasanande Tatta Seva Pradayakam Gurum Narayanam Tam Vande Vinoda Prestatam Yatpala Smiti Matrena Damodara Vantakalpadrubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha Vaditanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namni Gaura Krishna Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandha Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Bhakta Kancana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Bhaktya Vihina Parada Lakshay Siddhasya Kamaritaram Namachay Vipamayi Tvam Sharanam Prapanna Vrinde Namaste Sharanaravitam Gajhami Radha Maravindanetram Smarami Radha Madhura Smitasyam Vadami Radha Karuna Bharatram Tato Mamanyasti Gatiritapi Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasati Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. First of all, of my sister and pranam, thousand times lotus feet, Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj, and Vishnu Maharaj, and Bhakti Vedanta Narayan, Maharaj, second layer for my sister and pranam, thousand times lotus feet, of my Sri Rupanuga Gauri, Guru Varga. After my sister and pranam, and those simple Vaishnava. Reading from chapter 7, Slok 15. Namam Dusvidinam Mudha Prabhajante Naradamaha Maya Apratya Jnana Asudam Bhavam Ashudam. There are four kinds of Dushvitas, wicked people with wicked mentality. The Mudas, the foolish, Naradama, the lowest of mankind, Maya Apratya Jnana, those whose intelligence has been stolen, and Asudam Bhavam Ashudam, those who their demoniac food. So here again, recapping Mudha, a furtive worker, economy, who is no better than an animal. Srimad Bhagavatam 3rd canto describes, just as a stool-eating hog rejects sweet rice and enjoys stool, those cheated by destiny, who give up the nectar of hearing Harikatha and engage in hearing other useless talks, are most unfortunate. Who but an animal would not like to perform seva to Sri Mukunda? Now those who adopt the path of karma, give up Bhagavat Seva, Harikatha, Sadhu Sangha, they are like a hog eating stool, rejecting sweet rice, the nectar, but taking foul things, like the pig. So to Naradhama. Naradhama means the lowest among mankind. Even after performing bhakti for some time and attaining the qualities of a human being, they finally give up the process of bhakti willfully, thinking that it is not effective in attaining the desired fruit. Such persons are Naradhama. So someone takes up bhakti, gives it up, thinking, oh, this is not going to be helpful for me, this process is not suitable, this, that, so many excuses, then they are called Naradhama, they are the lowest of mankind. Having attained this nectarful association, but then they give it up, then they are very unfortunate. 3. Maya Prita Jnana. Those whose knowledge has been stolen by Maya, even after studying the Shastra, they think that only the form of Sri Narayana situated in Vaikuntha can be served eternally and can grant eternal bhakti. One cannot perform bhakti eternally to other forms such as Ram and Krishna because they are human-like. Sri Bhagavan has said in the Gita 9:11, fools disrespect me when I appear in my human form. After apparently surrendering unto me, they have not surrendered in reality. Some people, they are too clever for their own good. They think, oh, Narayan, he has 4 hands, opulence. He is Bhagavan, Vishnu. Krishna, oh, how is Krishna Bhagavan? He is stealing gopis' clothes, doing Raslila, doing all nonsense. Ram also, he has 2 hands, he climbs in the forest to Sita day and night, like some pathetic person. This is not qualities of Bhagavan. Bhagavan is Narayan, all opulence, all power. He creating Mahavishnu, creating the world. He has all Shakti. So their knowledge has been stolen away. Why independent study of Shastra? Bookworm. He is studying so much but coming to one's own conclusions. Thinking, oh, this is right, this is wrong. What do you know of Shastra? What do you know of this process? Simply by your own mind, intelligence, goodwill will encourage you. We think we know so much, but in reality we know nothing. The Jiva has 4 defects. Pramad means one is to make mistakes. Karnapada, imperfect senses. Brahm means we have a tendency to be bewildered, fall in illusion. Like in Mirage, we see something but we think it's something else. And Vipralipsa, we have a cheating tendency. So these defects, then we cheat ourselves. We do those things that are actually favorable for our own attachment, for our own happiness. That we are attached to, we want to do things that will help us attain that or maintain that attachment. Like if someone is attached to money, for instance, then what happens, you do everything that is favorable for him to earn money. Someone is attached to women, opposite sex, then they do everything is favorable for attaining that. We'll use Shastra and Bhakti as an excuse, but we'll use those things as a means to achieve those things. So, therefore, Jaha Bhagavata Para Vaishnava Sthana Ekanta Ashwara Shri Chaitanya Charan. One should hear Bhagavatam, hear Shastra from the lotus feet of the Vaishnava. Independent study will only result in deviation from the true meaning of the Shastra. Then one will take up all these alternative processes and come to these erroneous conclusions. Thinking, oh, this form of Bhagavan is not good, that one is that, this, that. So many speculations. And for Asuram Bhavam Ashritaha. Asura such as Jarasandha shoot arrows in order to hurt my transcendental body. Similarly, persons who carry this Asuric Bhav use illogical reasonings to deny my Sri Vigraha, this divine form, which is eternally situated in Vaikuntha. They do not surrender unto me. Like people who have these demoniac moods and they are brought up in a demoniac society, demoniac education, all modern education. Prabhupada used to call them, Swami Maharaj used to call them slaughterhouses. Jivas who get sent to school from a young age, they get taught how to become atheists, slaughtering the Atma. They teach you all these bogus philosophies, theories, Big Bang theory, Darwin evolution theory, this theory, that theory. But they don't teach them as theory, they teach them as facts, truth. And then they belittle, they undermine religion, faith, anywhere, and in the media, in newspapers, in school books, whenever there's anything describing, it's coming from Shastra, like Hanuman or anything, they'll say, oh, this is mythology, this, that. They use the word mythology. This is all ancient Indian mythology, ancient Greek mythology, this mythology, that mythology. They undermine, saying these are all the stories. The people from their childhood, they're trained to think that science is everything. Science is revealing all these contradictions in these religions. And science is, we're progressing so much of that. We have understood the world due to science. We know things how they are, as it is. But this, what is written in the scripture is all how it is. It was very simple then. And these philosophers, they didn't have the technology we have nowadays, so therefore they came to these conclusions. There are so many contradictions in religion. But in reality, there is no contradiction in the Shastra. There is contradiction in your mind and heart. Therefore, you are seeing contradiction. You have never, these people, they have never taken the time and process to approach a sadhu, study the scriptures under the guidance of a sadhu. What to speak of practice and following to see whether the process mentioned in the scriptures is true or not. Without any of this, they bias, they reject. They say that it is all false. But they're so hypocritical that they themselves, they place their faith in the words of processes and philosophies and theories that they've never themselves actually practiced and check to see if they are true or not. Blindly, with blind faith, they are accepting. But these people, nowadays, this ashram bhava, people are full of this ashram bhava, atheistic moods. They deny God, they have no faith, and they only believe in those things which are favorable for their own enjoyment. Even talking to such atheistic people is a waste of time. Ultimately, they cannot accept what you have to say. The famous saying, Mark Twain, he said that, don't argue with a fool or an idiot. Why? Because he'll bring you down to his level and beat you over the head with his stupid arguments. Otherwise, someone's a fool, he's unable to comprehend what you want to say. And if you want to make him try to understand him, you have to come down to his level. And then he has only stupid argument, any of the arguments that have no meaning, no real true sense. And then he will defeat you with those arguments. So, someone who has no shraddha, no faith, you cannot talk to them. You cannot, no point, like we heard already in the Gita, don't, in the fourth chapter, I think. Fourth or third chapter, it said. So don't disturb the faith of those who are on a lower level. So nine aparados, the preaching of the holy name of the faithless. Rather, you have to see where their faith is at. And then you can administer and encourage them accordingly. Someone is very atheistic, and he's very against, then you cannot do anything. You know, okay, try to give some satnam, do some mahaprasad. That also in a hidden way. If they're atheistic, but they're very moral, they're open, then you can try to say something. Depending on them, and if they have some, they're not atheistic, but they're just innocent, they don't know anything, then you can try to speak something more. Depending on their samskar and their quality, you'll have to preach. An expert preacher, he'll be able to, just by meeting a person, speaking to him for a few minutes, he'll be able to understand where that person adhikar is. And he will not disturb that person's faith, but he will try to build him up from the position he is on. Help him advance. This is what the expert preacher, he will do. But you should know that nowadays, society is full of this asana, bhava, so much doubt, so much inimical mood towards Bhagavan. Very, very difficult. This is Kali Yuga taking place right before our eyes. Before in Satya Yuga, Kali Yuga, then this was not like this. People have, even in India, you can see today, people still have, especially in this Braj area, everyone has natural faith in Bhagavan, naturally. You don't need to convince them that Bhagavan exists. In India, everyone is theistic, but slowly, due to this atheistic education and influence, the people are becoming more and more atheistic. In previous yugas, it was, that was very strong. Prakashika Vritti, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur quotes Krishna as saying, having taken shelter of an asuric bhav, 4 types of persons do not surrender unto me. The Duskrita, wicked, the Muda, foolish, the Naladamana, lords among human beings, and the Maya, Pratagyana. So here it's given, there's 2 ways to interpret this sloka. The first, he was said that Muda, Naradama, Maya, Pratagyana, and Ashram Bhava. These are 4 kinds. This is according to Krishna Chakravarti. Now Gurudev is saying, actually no, Duskrita is 1, Muda is 1, Naradama is 3rd, and Maya Pratagyana is 4th. But anyhow, you could, whether if you say here Ashram Bhava, Ashrita or Duskrita, basically it's synonymous. So it doesn't matter which way you explain it. So, 1, Duskrita are those who live an extremely unrighteous life. 2, Mudas are those atheistic persons who only follow moral principles without taking shelter of me, the presiding deity of morality. Naradama, the lowest of 3rd, Naradama, the lowest of human beings, are those who consider me to be the only aspect of morality, but not the Lord of morality. And 4, Maya Pratagyana are those whose knowledge remains covered by Maya, and worship the devas such as Brahma, even when they have studied sastras such as Vedanta. They do not know my omnipotent nature and the eternal conscious nature of the jiva, the temporary nature of the relationship of the jiva with inert matter, or the eternal nature of the relationship of the jiva with me as my servant. So here you can see that basically these four kinds of people, they have a lot of similarities. Duskrita, one who lives an extremely unrighteous life, living a sinful life. And the Duskrita himself, he may also have these other qualities in him also. He may be a mudha, atheistic, he may follow only moral principles, he may not also. Naradama. Here Naradama, before I was saying that someone who's given up the process of bhakti. Here Giridhari is defining it different. He's saying that someone who thinks the Lord to be an aspect of morality, not the Lord of morality. In other words, they think that, people they worship God because it is helpful to have a regulated life. It's good for society. Therefore, they want to believe in something greater than them. Therefore, they have created this God. Therefore, it is having religion in society is favorable. It's an aspect of morality, an aspect of having a good and stable society. They don't believe that actually Bhagavan is the creator of all society. He's the creator of all rules and regulations, happiness, morality, everything comes from Bhagavan. This they don't accept. They just think he is a product of man. Man has created God. Which is called another dharma. Very low and fallen. They think God is someone ordinary. Something normal. People they don't even understand what is God. They use the word God also so lightly. If someone excels in anything, they say, what a God. They get glorified like that. Or he's such a God, like if he's good in sports or this or that, or he's whatever his field, he's very expert. And he's like totally like no competition. And people go, what a God. See how he is so good. They take God's name in vain like this. But God he is one without a second. There's no comparison. You cannot compare anything to him. He's incomparable. He's Atula. Atul means incomparable. Atul Krishna. That Krishna is incomparable. There's no comparison. There is no second. There's nothing you can compare to him because he is one of a kind. So these four kinds of people, Dushkritas, Mudas, Naradamas, and the Maya Aprita Jnanis, whose intelligence has been stolen away by their knowledge. They worship this demigod, that demigod, Brahma, this, that, but they don't worship Bhagavan. These people they fail to approach and worship the Lord. Now he's going to explain four kinds of people who do shelter. Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana sukritina arjuna. Artha Yigyasu, Artha Arti, Gyanicha, Bharata Chapa. All heads of the Bharat dynasty. There are four types of pious men who perform my bhajan. The distressed, Artha, the inquisitive, Yigyasu, the seeker of wealth, Artha Arti, and the man of wisdom, Gyani. Bhavanuva, who then performs your bhajan? Now this question has arisen. You just described all those who do not. Okay, they are not doing it, but then who is? In response to this question, Sri Bhagavan speaks this shloka beginning with the words Chaturvidha. Sukrita refers to those who worship me and who follow the rules and regulations of Varna Ashram Dharma. Artha refers to persons afflicted with distress such as disease and who worship me to get relief. Yigyasu means those who worship me desiring Atma Jnana, knowledge of the self, or scholarly knowledge of the Shastra through grammar. Artha refers to those who worship me with a desire for enjoyment in this world, such as possession of land, elephants, horses, beautiful women, gold, or enjoyment in Swarga. Jnanis with pure hearts also worship me. Of these, the first three are Sakam Grihastas, householders who have fruited desires. And the fourth group consists of Nishkam sannyasis, renunciates who perform selfless action. So the first three, Artha, Jigyasu, and Artha-Arthi. The Arthi, means someone who is suffering so much. Artho Jigyasi. Artha means he is in Arthi, means he is, or Artha, he is suffering so much in his life. That he is engaged himself in karma, entered into the household. Therefore, along with that, after so much suffering is coming. He's trying to enjoy, but suffering again and suffering again. There's no. The more he tries to enjoy, the more he suffers. Like you in quicksand. The more you move to get out, the more you sink. So, his household life is described by Prahlad Maharaj as Viham Angakuva. It's a blind world. So much tribulation and suffering there. You think that, oh, just now, if I just solve this problem, that problem, overcome this obstacle, that, so now happiness will soon come. Just around the corner. Oh, I just for 5 years I do this. And first it starts, oh, when you're young, first I get myself education. This is the prospect, this is the sales pitch. Get yourself an education. By education, then you can get a good job. By getting a good job, then you earn good money. By money, then you can enjoy, secure your future and yourself. So then they study and they make the 5-year plan, 10-year plan, and they get their degree after so much problems. And after they get the degree, they realize, okay, now, in the student loans, I have 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, I have to pay this money off somehow. So much I owe. Now I need to get a job. And they're looking for jobs, but they realize that, like them, there are another million guys in the same situation. Not so easy to get a job. Just because you have a degree doesn't guarantee a job. How many PhD holders are wiping down coffee tables in cafeterias here and there? So then they realize, oh my God, then finally you get some job and you realize that the job is giving so little salary, it's going to take me my whole life to pay back this student loan. But if I work diligently and I get promotion, maybe in 20, 30 years, I'll be able to pay off and I'll also be able to get a house. If I work another 10 years, 20 years, and by my old age, I'll have my house paid off and everything. Then so many plans and this and that. But by doing that, he's suffering. And some problem comes, he gets some disease, and all his money goes to curing the disease, or he becomes unable to do his job anymore, and no one wants him anymore. He's suffering, then his wife leaves him, or whatever, or his loved one dies. So much suffering, and the person he realizes that, oh, everything I planned, everything I hoped for, everything is in shambles. Then that time he, in a desperate situation, then they turn towards God. And they find some peace and heart. Because Bhagavan, he reciprocates with those who are distressed. Those who pray. Then they will listen. He will listen. He will give some inspiration in the heart. Paramatma is there. Even if the Adhikar is very minute, very insignificant, maybe they turn to Christianity, whatever form of Nitya Dharma may be there. Like. Nitya Dharma means they have to believe in the existence of Bhagavan, they have to believe in the existence of a soul. And also the process of loving devotion for the soul towards Bhagavan. Then it is called Nitya Dharma. In Christianity, Islam, you find these ingredients there. But it's, some aspects a little vague. Even though they believe in Bhagavan, but it's mostly impersonal concept. Like in modern days, it's kind of impersonal. They don't have any specific imagery of God. They don't discuss about it. They just call him the Father. So it's like, but even now modern Christianity is like, they believe in the Trinity. Holy Ghost, Jesus and God. These three are one. Like a concocted modern day. So this way everything's become more like impersonal. But still, in the Bible and in the Quran, there's still the fundamentals are there. Atma, Bhagavan, and love for God is all being described. So these are Nitya Dharmas. So if they take shelter of the Nitya Dharmas, even Bhagavan will inspire them, help them. So the people that turn towards God and they find inspiration and their life they change actually, somewhat better. But it only comes after so much suffering. When your pride is smashed, your good looks are smashed, your wealth is taken away, your learning is taken away, the high birth, all this, when your pride, the bottom of your pride becomes smashed by Maya, then some humility comes. Then they are able to rebuild themselves up and achieve some success. This is what artha. Then the Jigyasa, if someone wants to study inquisitive knowledge, we study so much, he's so intelligent, then studying the scriptures, studying this, that, then they come to a logical conclusion. That logically God must exist. It doesn't make sense otherwise. And that's very satisfying for the intelligence. They may have been atheistic or anti-agnostic before, but because they're so intelligent, they study and they realize that actually nothing makes sense without God. And they actually start believing in God. They take up some faith. So, and some people they want to acquire knowledge, so they study all these books, Shastra, this book, that book. Studying, and they develop faith. It's called the Jigyasa. By inquisitiveness, they come to Bhagavan. You can see, in one society, there are some people who are doing like that. Before they're not believers, but then they study, and then they become. Then the other things, those who want wealth, they realize Narayan is Lakshmipati, he is the husband, the master of all wealth. Why I'll take shelter of Ganesh and all these other demigods or anything else? I'll take shelter of Bhagavan and he'll give me wealth. Or even just someone may simply realize that actually, he may not be atheist, he may not be very religious, but he has desire for wealth. He thinks, I'll pray to God, God will give me wealth. And then he becomes religious for that reason. I need things in my life. And he's afraid that if I don't worship God, I don't worship Bhagavan, I don't worship the Devas, then I'm not achieve any success. So he has desire for wealth, therefore he approaches Bhagavan, and Bhagavan reciprocates to him. Okay, you come to me for this reason, no problem. Then he gives you this Shasti Mukti. Shasti Mukti means you attain opulence similar like the Lord. So Bhagavan will reciprocate even those who approach him with this desire. Then you have pure Jnanis, those who are in knowledge, who are actually detached. So they have knowledge and they worship the Lord, take shelter of the Lord. They will, it's like the folk Maharaj. Due to some, in that instance, they received the Chandan Tulsi. The fragrance of the Chandan Tulsi came in their nose, and that gave them so much happiness and elation that they came looking for the source of that. And they sent it unto the Lord. So for them, for such Jnanis, only requires little association with Bhagavan and his Bhaktas, and they become fully faithful to the Lord. They can give up even his impersonal conception. Someone might be very knowledgeable, but he has no contact with the devotee. But he comes in contact with the devotees and very quickly he becomes a devotee. So it depends on your samskaras or something. But here Jnani is referring not only ordinary knowledge of words, but referring to specifically those who have actual knowledge, understanding of Paramatma, the world. Jnanis are not there. These are four kinds of persons. These four types of persons are eligible to perform Pradhani Bhuta Bhakti. The process wherein Bhakti predominates over Karma, Jnana. The first three perform Karma Mishra Bhakti. Bhakti mixed with Karma. And the fourth Mishra Bhakti, Bhakti mixed with Jnana. Later in the Sloka Sarvat Dvadani Samyamya, in 8-12, Yoga Mishra Bhakti will be explained. However, Kevala Bhakti, which is devoid of Karma and Jnana, is explained in the beginning of the 7th chapter. Maya Shakta Manaparta. Kevala Bhakti will also be delineated later in 2 slokas. Ananya Cheta Satatam, 8:14, and Mahatmastu Mam Bhakta, 9:13. In the middle 6 chapters of Gita, Bhagavan has explained 2 types of bhakti, Pradhani Bhuta and Kevala. In the third process, which is called Guni Bhuta Bhakti, bhakti is present to some extent, but is predominated by karma, jnana, and so forth. This is the process that karmis, jnani, and yogis perform simply to attain perfection in their respective endeavors. It cannot be called bhakti because it is karma or jnana. It's predominant, but not bhakti herself. Pradhani Pradhan Yena Vyapadesha Bhavanti. Is a name given to something according to its predominating element. According to this principle of logic, Nyaya, such processes are named after their respective predominating natures, karma, jnana, and yoga. These processes are not categorized as bhakti because bhakti is not predominant. So one kind of bhakti is there where the process of karma and jnana are prominent, but bhakti is subordinate to that. And one type of mixed bhakti where bhakti is predominant but has little mixture of karma and jnana. This is the difference. The result of sakam karma is swarga, and the result of nishkam karma is jnana. The result of jnana yoga is moksha. Now the result of the two types of bhakti, pradhani bhuta and kevala, are being explained. In pradhani bhuta bhakti, those who are distressed, artha, those who aspire for knowledge, jigyasu, and those who seek wealth, artha, arti, form karma mishra bhakti. That is bhakti which is mixed with karma. Hence they are called sakam bhakta. The only result of this type of bhakti is the fulfillment of one's material desire. Due to the superior nature of the object of the endeavor bhakti, they finally attain moksha, salokya. It is characterized by the predominance of happiness and majesty, aishwarya. They do not fall down like a karami who falls after enjoying in swarga. This is stated later on, yanti mam madhyajanopi mam. 925. The result of the fourth type, jnana mishra bhakti, is superior to that of karma mishra bhakti. Those who practice the things shantarati, like the fourth Kumara headed by Sanak. By the special mercy of Sri Bhagavan and his bhaktas, this type of bhakti culminates in prem or karsha, the excellence of prem, which is seen in people like Shukadev Goswami. When karma mishra bhakti is nishkam, selfish, it results in jnana mishra bhakti, the result of which has just been explained. Therefore, yoga is a ladder, leading one to after another. If you do karma mishra bhakti, nishkam karma, you will attain jnana. And when you are gaining jnana mishra bhakti, you will attain this shanti rati. Otherwise, if you are very unfortunate, then you will attain impersonal liberation. It's also the thing. Someone that may have even some devotion, but they reject the form of the Lord and the impersonal aspect. Sometimes the person who is performing jnana mishra or karma mishra bhakti attains prem in the mood of dasya, servitorship, and so forth, due to his intense desire which is developed by the association of bhaktas who have dasya bhav. By sadhu sangha, in other words. You may be doing jnana mishra bhakti, karma mishra bhakti, but by sadhu sangha then, you develop a desire to achieve premmohi seva. Then you achieve this dasya bhav, mood of being a servant. That prem, however, is predominated by aishwarya. The result of Shuddha, Ananya, Akinchan, and Uttama Bhakti, which is free from Jnana and Dharma, which has various branches, that one attains the position of a loving associate of Krishna in Dasya Bhav, Sakti Bhav, and so on. So here is clarifying, without having Ananya Bhakti, Kevala Bhakti, you cannot really attain Dasya Bhav. It's not that Karma Mishra Bhakti and Jnana Mishra Bhakti will lead to Dasya Bhav. No. Karma Mishra Bhakti and Jnana Mishra Bhakti, they will create a foundation in your heart. Then by Sadhu Sangha, build on that foundation of that detached mood. Build on that mood of detachment. Then you can engage in bhakti and attain this. Directly by just being detached, doing your duties and being detached won't lead to prema. Only bhakti leads to bhakti, leads to prema bhakti. Without taking shelter of bhakti yoga, that is without associating with Vaishnavas, it's impossible. This has been established in many places in the commentaries of Srimad Bhagavatam. The concept of Sadhya Bhakti has also been briefly explained in this commentary. Sadhya Bhakti means that devotion which leads to achieving the ultimate goal. That is prema. Prakashika Vritti. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur quotes Sri Krishna saying, "It is generally not possible for those who are miscreants, Duskrita, to perform my bhajan, because they are not on the path of gradually developing their consciousness. Sometimes, however, such people attain my service by chance. Among those with Sukriti who lead a regulated life, 4 types are qualified to perform my bhajan. These 4 people here are those who have some Sukriti. Chaturvidha bhajante mam, your Sukritana, Jana Sukritana Arjuna. These are four kinds of jhana, people who have sukriti. So without any sukriti also it's not possible. There are some pious activities, some piety in the heart, some good culture, some good sukriti. It's not possible to turn towards Bhagavan. And that also should be bhakti, some contact with devotion. Without that, it's not possible. So here, those who are engaged in kamya karma, furtive activities, remember me when they are affected by some misery. They have got artha, the distress. Even those who are dushmita sometimes remember me when in distress. Now Gurudev is going to explain these four also in more detail. And this will be tomorrow. How these four people there going towards Gomananda Hare 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 Jai Shri Guru Parabrahma Ki Jai Guru Parampara Ki Jai Sachinanda Gaur Hare Ki Jai Saparshada Gaur Hare Ki Jai Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Srimad Bhagavad Gita Ki Jai Chandan Yatra Ki Jai Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Pad Ki Jai Nanda Gaudi Vaishnavinda Ki Jai Samagata Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Nitai Gaur Brahmananda